Oh, sorry guys, I just had to send that text message. Now, can you imagine looking down at your phone for 5 seconds while going 55 miles per hour on the interstate? That time spent looking down at your phone will take you over the length of a football field. Whether this was okay, I'm on my way, or a quick hello, it was definitely not worth those 5 seemingly small but life or death seconds. So let's go over what we're going to learn today. First, we're going to talk about the deadly statistics in the United States. We're going to talk about the laws that have been put in effect and what can we do to help combat this epidemic. First, let's talk about the statistics. 1 in 4 accidents are caused by texting and driving alone, and on average, 1.6 million accidents happen in the United States every year. If my math's correct, and 1/4 of these accidents are caused due to texting and driving, that means that 330,000 accidents happen every year alone to texting and driving. So now I ask, we're going to pause and we're going to take a quick look at this video.
Mommy, I'm hungry. You're almost there, baby. Do you want to play a game on Mommy's phone? No. I think you will when you see it.
AT&T reminds you. You can wait.
So raise your hand if you think texting and driving is dangerous. By this point, it should be all of us. But raise your hand if you've been guilty of texting and driving. I'm just as guilty as any of you. So I ask, why do we even text and drive at all? Well, the truth is, we're lured into this dangerous habit, and there's several reasons why. We think we can multitask, but it is physically impossible for our brain to do 2 tasks at the same time and devote 100% to each of these tasks, making us distracted at both of them. The other reason is we think we're good at it. We think we can look at our phones and then look at the road and then look at our phones and wait, I'm getting another text, and we just hope that nothing happens. But the truth is, something might happen. Another reason is the simple appeal of getting a text message. We want to know who it is, what they said, and if it's important. But I promise you, nothing is that important. So next, we're going to look at what's being done in the United States to help combat this epidemic. In 2007, law enforcement officers saw a new problem emerging on the roads. This problem would be far more deadly and far more common than driving while under the influence. In the United States, 46 states have a ban on texting and driving. In Iowa specifically, we have a ban on hands-on and hands-free texting while driving. This is a primary ban, which means that you will, if caught, get a ticket. The most important part of this sentence was if. Law enforcement officers have a hard time enforcing this problem due to the ease of texting and driving. So let's go over what we can do since the bans have not been as effective as they need to be. First and foremost is be a leader. When you're in the car, pledge to yourself to put your phone away. If the impulse is just too high and the statistics don't scare you enough, then put your phone in somewhere that's hard to reach, like your glove box. That way you can't be tempted. And if you're too distracted, then you can just turn on the radio or listen to an audiobook in your car. Another way to help out is to, when you're in the car with a friend, you can always offer to text for them if it's that important to them. There are also many public awareness campaigns being started out there to help raise awareness of the dangers of texting and driving. The most famous being AT&T's campaign, It Can Wait. They even have an app out there that senses when your car is going over 15 miles per hour, and it silences all your text messages and even sends a reply, "Hey, I'm driving." So let's go over what we've learned. We learned about all the deadly statistics in the United States. We learned about the bans that are being put in place, and we learned what we can do as teenagers to help out. But the truth is, the solution lies right within this room, between me and you. So the next time you get in the car, send a quick text, "Hey, I'm driving."